Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest Evercade fans live stream charity events. Tonight with me, we've got our two special guests, Gaming Grandad and Tony Tech Pal.
Hello, how you doing?
So, Chris, how are you? What have you been up to?
I'm fine, thank you now, Roger. If anybody saw my last video, I'm able to walk now, or walk better, which is a good thing. And I just want to thank everybody for your support and the best wishes. And that's it, really. Thank you very much.
And what about you, Tony?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, apart from a few tests that I need done, but apart from that, I'm fine. Seems to be. One of those days today when nothing's gone right, so can't help that. I'll get on with it.
Mine was Monday, Tony. Yeah, it's better now, but obviously, you've both seen my updates today. My dog's had 8 puppies,
which is lovely.
They're tiny, aren't they?
Yeah, well, we have one quite big one out of all of them, but yeah, they are tiny. I don't know if you can hear them.
Not yet.
Can you hear them?
No.
Well, they're keeping quiet. You're keeping quiet because we're alive. That's the reason why.
Yeah, they don't want to be on the stream.
I'm sorry for my light changing. Is that annoying people?
If you've got epilepsy, don't watch Chris's.
Yeah, just watch our one, yeah.
Exactly,
thank you, Roger. Oh, really? So I just quit.
So, guys, obviously, this will be mainly about our next charity event, which we'll talk about shortly. But while we're here, we'll just briefly go over Evercade's latest news and what you actually think. We won't delve into them, but have you both watched the latest updates? Chris?
I'm afraid not. I've seen a few posts of the hardware, but I've not seen the post of the carts, to be honest with you.
Ooh, what about you, Tony?
I've taken a look. It's all the case of they're bringing out quite a few now that are new. So it's all the case of that they're expanding quite quickly.
Oh, they got a lot more.
They got the black handheld now, haven't they? Not the pure black one, but the one that looks like the original.
What the new EXPR?
Yeah.
It's not out yet, but it will be shortly.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a long drawn out thing to get a couple, though, isn't it? Because no sooner it goes up for sale, it disappears quite quickly.
But you can get a pre-order if you quit. Yeah, but there's no built-in games on this one.
No, that's a shame.
It is a shame. So I'd recommend that if anybody is buying a VS or an EXP, I'd recommend just if you can still get an original, grab one because then you get your Capcom games. Then
you get your Capcom games on. Yeah, exactly. I think it's worth getting them now. Why they're at reasonable cost?
Yeah, because the license for the handhelds is and the VS. I think that's up, but obviously the arcades are coming, and that's a different license altogether, I'd assume.
Yeah, that's got to be a different license because at the end of the day, it's all the case of they're coming out with new games as well for it. So it's going to be the collection's going to get bigger at some point.
Could I just ask a question to everybody out there? Do you think Evercade are pumping out too much stuff too quick? Because they're bringing out carts and hardware. I find it hard now to keep up. Does anybody agree with me out there that perhaps they should slow down and let people collect items without just pumping out all the stuff all the time? It's just my view. I've wanted to collect a few items from Evercade, but because of the amount of volume that they're putting out, I've had to just slow down and think, I just can't afford it all.
Well, I've been concentrating on the games, Chris, because there was a couple I couldn't get. Obviously, the original black handheld I couldn't get hold of. I couldn't get hold of the Duke VS, Duke Nukem one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not getting into that. But as I couldn't get hold of it, I just thought to myself, well, I've got plenty of systems than that. I'll just make sure I've got the games. That keeps me happy. If the systems come along, they come along. And you know, there's I know what you're saying. There's too much too soon, but maybe they are trying to cater to everybody, really, because you've got the Super Pocket, which is your handheld game players that don't want something too powerful. They just want to play something they can just put in and go.
Yeah.
You've got the EXP for the Evercade followers who have got a more powerful handheld with a decent IPS and the built-in games, and or a good powerful one.
Yeah.
You got the VS for playing it in your house. Obviously, the XP for handheld. The arcade ones, there'll be people with their own their own bars at home that will want something on the bar or something like that, and I can see it catering to a few people. I'm not sure if I'm getting one. I would like to get one, but I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet because, like I said, I'm not following the hardware as much anymore. I'm just trying to make sure I get the games. So, so that way I don't feel like I missed out because I haven't been collecting them specifically anymore.
But why aren't you collecting the hardware now, Roger?
I just said, Chris, I'm just concentrating on the games and not interested. I am interested in playing the games, but I've got enough to play. I mean, I've got an original handheld still. I've got a couple of original handhelds. I've got limited edition pockets, which I showed you the other week.
Yep.
Which somebody sold to me on eBay dirt cheap, and I couldn't believe it. I picked them both up for 70 quid.
Yeah,
the limited ones, Tony, not the ones you just go and buy in Argos and things like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was good. I just think that they're pumping out quite a bit due to the fact is that they know there's going to be a demand for it.
But from a collector's view, some collectors like to collect everything, and I'm afraid I'm one of these. And I would have liked to have collected everything Evercade were doing, but and I was doing really well at one point, and then it got to the point of they were throwing out so much I just couldn't keep up.
Yeah, I think it's got to a stage now where they're pumping out hardware because of demand of people that will buy them. And I think when it comes down to the collectors in us, it's all the case of we would like to collect every single console and every single cartridge,
which is right.
But it's getting harder to do that now. Even Evercade. I mean, it makes no odds about any other system nowadays. Nowadays, it's getting to a stage where you get to a stage you say to yourself, "Well, I want that," but when it comes down to can you actually physically afford it as well, which is the other thing, cost of living and everything else that goes with it. People just cannot afford them. I mean, I know they're going to be out of stock as soon as Evercade bring out a console.
That's right.
You know damn well that it's going to be sold out in seconds. And
sometimes if you don't jump on the bandwagon straight away, for the Evercades now that are going out for what, £22? If you don't get them within a couple of months, they're going to be on eBay for £100 odd pound. It's ridiculous.
You'll probably find people that bought at least 3 or 4 cartridges at that price, and they make profit out of it.
Yeah.
They bought one for themselves as a collector, but they've also bought 2 or 3 that they can actually make their money back 3 times, 4 times over. I don't classify them kind of people as collectors because they're not.
Scalpers.
They're just making profit for the sheer profit hell of it, unfortunately. That's the way I see it. You know, there's less when the PlayStation 4 come out, you couldn't buy it for dust, could you?
Roger,
you look to the.
Sorry, Tony. No, carry on, Tony.
You know what I mean? You know, and I was happy to get one at a reasonable cost. You know what I mean? You know, from Marketplace. But they're still selling for 300 quid, some of them, on eBay, which is a joke when it comes down to the PlayStation stuff. Anyway, going back to the Evercade, I think that's happening now with the newer consoles. They're coming out with new ones. Somebody's buying 2 or 3 and then making profit out of it.
Good point. Roger, why do Evercade pull some of these cartridges back and stop producing them so that a lot of these scalpers can buy the rest that they can pick up and sell at a stupid price on eBay? Why does Evercade stop this limited editions of these these cars?
Well, from what I read from the publishing rights, they only last for so long, Chris. They like take a 2-year deal or something like that, unless they extend it. That's what I read. So, like the Technos collection, the first one,
which is the one that I've been after, yes.
Yeah, which they had for a while, and then obviously, I think some of the games got split and sold off to other people, so they can't redo it again under the Technos name.
It's less than 2 years, though, Roger, isn't it? Well, less than 2 years.
I don't know how long the licenses are for, Chris. I don't work for him. I just run the fans group. I'd like it if everybody could get everything, you know. But
in most licenses,
it's a sign of the times, isn't it?
Yeah.
Most licenses for games now, when it comes down to Evercade, I read on their website that they only do it for a year. That's the only license. And then they have to try and get another license or redo it. Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of like giving you a year to kind of like go and get the cartridges you want. But the problem is when they're only reproducing like 100,000 worth of units or of the cartridge, that means it's limited to that kind of thing, isn't it? Really.
Well, we say that, Tony, but I think they've got a considerable bigger fan base now with like the Super Pocket and that. I think it's got mass appeal and it's getting bigger all the time. There was a point where, let's just say, there's other places on Facebook that sorry for the language, but there's other people and places on here that I used to be associated with that pissed me off. And you know, I think the thing is that was in the past. Now I just think any publicity for Blaze and Evercade's good. It doesn't matter if it's bad. It doesn't matter if it's good. Evercade's getting known about now, and I'm sure if like Sega, Nintendo, Sony had come in this time instead of Evercade, it would be the same for them now. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think, Roger, that let's take this cart that we've been talking about, Technos. Do you think that will ever be re-released?
No, because the games have been sold off, Chris.
Oh, have they? So you've either got to pay the extortionate price of over £100 on eBay, or you just lose it. Is that right?
I think
it's got to that stage for that cartridge, yeah.
I was going to say, from our previous chats, I think the best thing for anybody who's trying to get the old carts is to keep an eye out. If you're going all in on Evercade and you decided that you want it, look on eBay, see if somebody's selling a collection, and just buy the collection.
Oh yeah,
and then
that's true.
It might pay for itself. That's the best thing I can recommend. You might get some you've already got.
Roger. Yeah, good advice.
Then you can either sell them, or they're on CEX now. Take them in and trade them in, because there's a lot of games at CEX that are worth a little bit now. So you could get credit, and if you're a retro game collector like me, you could use it towards something else. Or you could get an Evercade cartridge you haven't got.
Exactly.
Or a machine.
Roger.
It's the machines, isn't it? I mean, there's quite a few of them now, isn't there?
Yeah, well,
it's nice that we have to now hunt for these, I suppose. You know, they've become collectible, so we're in the hunt for them now, aren't we? Let's get a bargain.
yeah. I think
The problem is bargains are rare nowadays. So if you see something, you've got to jump on it.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the money for it, jump on it, because at the end of the day, it's all the case of at least you know you got it then.
If anyone's going for a complete collection for Evercade, and I'm afraid I'm included with that, if I did see one for £80, I'd have to buy it because I knew I wouldn't be able to buy it anywhere else. So
yeah, its problem is it's giving you limited kind of what I would call you're limited to what you can find then, aren't you? And where you can find it. You know, if we're going to eBay, you know, and you see a cartridge that's worth £100 and they're selling it for 80, as you said, you'll buy it. Yeah, exactly. That means you're limited to paying £80 for it.
Yeah. Although you know it was sold for $17.99, if you're a true collector, you will have to buy it, and I'm afraid I'm included in that. Whatever. Anyway, Roger, back to you, the boss.
Right, anyway, we're gonna jump off this. This was supposed to be about the new carts coming. I am looking forward to them. There's 2 arcade collections, Terraplan and the new Data East one. They look very good. Terraplan looks very shoot 'em up, which is down right that up your street, Chris.
Yes, I love that one.
Data East looks like it's got a very good mix on there, and I saw Super Burger Time, and that intrigues me because I've never played that.
Yeah,
Data East are a great company, aren't they?
Obviously, they're arcade games. Yeah, so yeah,
love them.
We all want arcade games, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. Arcade games, everybody.
So look, Blaze, you're doing a good job. I think the games are good.
Oh yes, Blaze are doing a fantastic job. They're doing a blazing job.
I'm looking forward to Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 because even though I did own Tomb Raider 1 and 2, I never actually completed them. And it'd be nice to get back into playing them because they've revamped the graphics a bit, haven't they? Made them look a bit better.
All right, yeah.
And at the same time, I know for a fact Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 are coming out on the other systems as well. So you can get an HD remaster if you don't decide to pick up the Blaze one. But I want it for my Evercade, so I will.
Yeah, that's one I'm going to be buying, Roger. I do admit, yes. I think is that one $21.99 if I'm right.
$22.99.
Oh, $22.99, yeah. That's definitely worth the money, isn't it?
I think any cartridge with 2 or 3 games on it is worth the money. They normally stick quite a lot on the cartridge now, don't they?
Well, they're class, aren't they? You've got your lovely cartridge, you've got the case, you've got the manual.
Yeah.
Rob Cat's been commenting. I've been posting them on the chat as we've been chatting. I think he agrees with you guys. So you know.
Thank you, Rob Cat.
Right, let's jump off this and let's do some fundraising chat. Chris, do you want to talk about the Stroke Association quickly? Because I always ask you.
I would love to, Roger, if you don't mind.
You chat, and guys, I'm just going to nip to the toilet, but Chris, tell everybody about it.
I'm going to wake Tanya up, so yeah, I mean, you know, you carry on chatting, Chris.
Okay, thank you, Roger. Well, to everybody out there that doesn't know, my channel is Gaming Grandad, and I've had 10 strokes altogether. My last stroke was about 4 weeks ago, and I've just managed to get used to my legs again, and I'm walking. But what I do on my YouTube channel is I fundraise for the Stroke Association, and how it works is that if you donate consoles, games, broken or working, it doesn't matter. You can donate loose games, loose discs, manuals, anything. It doesn't matter. If you think it's rubbish, if you send it to me, I can marry these items up and sell them to the Stroke Association, and 100% of the money I get goes to the Stroke Association. So if you would like to follow me, Gaming Grandad, you'll see a link to my channel in Roger's comments, and if you would like to donate, that would be fantastic. I will cover the postage if you'd like me to, and really that's it. That's all I can say really. Roger and Tony. Roger has donated. I think Roger has donated 6 or 7 times now. Is that about Roger? 6 or 7 times, easy.
That's about that.
Yeah, and as I said, I donate everything to the charity. 100% of the donation goes to the charity, and if you'd like me to cover the postage, I would gladly do that. It's not a problem at all. So I'm going to hand you back over to the boss, Roger.
Right, guys. So we're fundraising for the Stroke Association. I've got a page for up here that I'm going to be sending some money to very shortly. Just looking for my banners. 1 second. I was going to talk about the last fundraiser now, so I'm going to give you all a heads up of what's happened. Obviously, we raised £162.
Mm-hmm.
We will be spending £100 to the Stroke Association at the end of this program, because I can send it straight from my PayPal to the Stroke Association. And what we're going to do with the others, well, I know it's £62, but what we're going to do with £55, I'll tell you on the next segment. But the winners from last time both got back into contact with me after I talked. They were flabbergasted. They both won. They were really pleased. They turned around and they said to me, "Look, are you going to do any more of these charity events?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I think it's gone quite well. So yeah, we're going to do that." And they went, "Well, can we just like redonate both the prizes back in?" I was like, "You what?" And they went, "Yeah, if you don't mind, we'd like to put them back in for the next one and do it again."
Yeah, why not?
That's fine with me.
That's cool. Hello, Steve. Steve has arrived.
That's a very generous.
Still trying to get out of the mansion with the swimming pool in Tomb Raider 2. Okay, Steve.
I think there was a cheat on, not a cheat, but I think on Tomb Raider 2 where you're in the house, weren't you? And the waiter follows you around. You can lock him in a cupboard or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Last time I played it was like that. That's going back a few years though.
I remember there's a boat bit as well, isn't there, down the canals?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. That sounds good.
They were good games back then, so I'm looking forward to
I've got Tomb Raider on the Engage, but I literally can't find my Engage for love or money. So I'm gonna get another one at some point. They're only about £8.
I've got Tomb Raider on the Saturn.
Yeah, I've got Tomb Raider on the Saturn.
Yeah.
I got it for $8.99, I think it was.
I think I got mine with my Saturn. I think I bought the Saturn with something like 15 games for £100.
That's good.
Yeah, there was only a couple of years ago. Just before COVID, before all the prices went mental.
Yeah. After the canals.
So what are we going to do there, Roger, with the new fundraiser?
Well, just going to put the next section up, wherever it's gone. There we go. So we're going to do another fundraiser, which I'll probably start at the end of this week. Normal rules: you've got to be in the fans hub on Facebook to accept your prizes. Obviously, you can watch on the channel. You can join the fans hub as of now, whenever you want, as long as you're in the fans hub when the draw is done.
Yep.
And you've done the message through Facebook to me with your donation, and I've replied back to you to confirm it, because that way I've got receipt, confirmation, and I've got you added, so I can tell you if you've won. And I know we broadcast it in the group anyway, but you know, I like to try and cover everything basically. And as we've just said in the last segment, on this new and upcoming fundraiser, we have some great stuff. So we kept part of the Stroke Association money, and what we are buying with it is a Super Pocket Capcom edition with the protective carry case of fund stock, which is £55–60. So that will be our main prize. I'm chucking in from my own collection the Irem Arcade Collection 1, which is sealed and brand new. Obviously, we've got the Full Void Collector's Edition, which is sealed and brand new, which was being redonated back in from Alan Benzies. Thank you, Alan. And Jonathan didn't want the Xbox thing because he thought it was too much for you to send to him. And he said, could he put it back in again? So we've got that off you, Tony.
This thing.
that thing there, yeah.
And I've also got 2 carts sealed, Roger, that I'm going to be donating to this as well.
Do you know which ones they are, Chris?
I don't know today. I will tell you the next time we do an update. I will let you know. So
basically, you'll say the donation, £1 for one section on the wheel, basically, one name on the wheel. But last time I just added up the names, so you had like 5 sections in one, and we just span it. But this time, if I can get it sorted out properly, this time we'll do each name. So for every £1, your name will be on there once. So you could end up with your name on there like 50 times. But I'll do it as we go along. It's easier.
So every name will have a little section somewhere along the wheel.
Yeah. Every name, it could come up 50 times, could come up 100 times.
Yeah.
The more names, the bigger.
Yeah, that way it's better, because instead of having a big section where you've played, say, £50, you put the 50 dotted around, which is a good idea.
And I can press random on the wheel, so it just changes them. But you know,
that's a good idea.
You could still get one to end up, I suppose, but that's how it'll be.
So there's going to be quite a few prizes, isn't there? Really, with yours, Tony's, and mine. It's going to be well worth winning.
Be 2 seconds.
Yeah, so like I said, we've got Super Pocket with the carry case, the Full Void Collector's Edition, which is quite a tongue twister, a copy of Irem Arcade 1, Tony's Xbox storage unit, and 2 carts off you.
Yeah.
Obviously, guys, there's lots of prizes. We want donations of a minimum donation of £1, basically. But if you can dig deep, then it is appreciated, because it's all for a good cause.
Of course it is, yeah.
And, you know, if you win on the wheel, if you win one prize, then I'll take your name off then, because you've got a prize and it'll go to the next prize.
Yeah.
Good idea.
So we're giving everybody will get a chance who's on the wheel. I said raffle, but it's a name wheel. It's easier, and there's all sorts of legal things with having an actual raffle apparently. So the name wheel works better for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good last time, I think.
Yeah, it went well. We had a lot of interest at the end. Loads of people. I didn't think we was. I thought we were going to cancel it, to be honest, because we only had like £20 entries at one point. And I was there thinking, well, obviously nobody's interested. And then suddenly I had like 50 messages that day saying, oh, I didn't realise. Here's a donation. Like, oh, thank you. They said, I don't care if I win, just I want to donate to help.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I've had a lot of that. They're not worried about the prize or anything. They just want to donate to a good cause.
Yeah.
Roger,
just
could
thought,
you do me a favour and just reiterate what I've said about how people can donate to me, like you have, like Tony has, because I'm not sure if I came across all right. You know.
I heard you. You did come across.
Oh,
You
great.
come across fine.
Fine.
Oh, thank you for that.
But,
Yeah.
guys, if you follow Gaming Grandad on his channel, then you can message him, and if you've got something to donate or you want to donate some cash towards the Stroke Association, you can get in contact, and he accepts any working, non-working gaming merchandise, computing merchandise, anything really, isn't it, Chris?
Yes, Eddie. As I said, loose discs, loose manuals, loose covers. I can marry them together because lots of people donate loose bits. I can marry them together, and if I can get a couple of pound from eBay or Facebook Marketplace, then 100% of that, I don't take nothing out, goes straight to the charity. So
yeah, it's just you just make Chris an offer for what you want. Say he's got a game you want, and it's you think it's worth £1, £2, £3, whatever. Say, oh, Chris, can I give you this for that? Will you accept that?
Yeah.
And he'll say yes. And then don't forget to add a little bit on for postage.
Exactly.
So I recommend what I do is I buy a few at a time, and then it's worth postage, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, see, yeah. If you buy a few items, I do combine postage, so you can send quite a few items for quite a cheap price, really. And I have got a Gaming Grandad charity shop on my YouTube, haven't I, Roger?
Yeah, there's Gaming Grandad's charity shop on Chris's YouTube, and Chris does put things on Facebook from time to time as well. I think you've got about 4 or 5 different.
I'm going back to Cash Converters in the next few weeks anyway, see if they got any loose discs, because that's what I did last time, wasn't it, Chris?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's good.
They give me loads. They gave me at least 60 or 70 last time.
That's good.
It was something along the lines of that I did. I only gave them 20 quid for that. So I thought, well, I got my ones that I didn't have, I kept, and the ones I did have, I gave to Chris.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I think I made up about 7 or 8 of them, Tony. To be honest, so that was good. And as you know, Roger, you are a diamond. You send me loads of bits and pieces. You always say to me, "Oh, it's not much. It's not." Roger is fantastic. Really, really fantastic.
It's not much, Chris.
You say it's not much, Roger, but it is. It is. Believe me, it is. You send some cracking stuff across.
9:20.
You know that. You send some cracking stuff across.
I just think anything loose that you can lay your hands on, is good, because as you said, Chris can just make them up, which is a good thing. I think,
Roger, you are my top donator at the moment, because you must have donated over 6 times.
I don't know, Chris. You've got quite a few. You've got Chris Spin Boot thingy. He donates a lot to you.
Who's that?
Andy does.
Well done, Top Cat.
Who, Roger?
Subscribe to your channel.
Andy.
Andy? Oh, Andy, yeah, he's a lovely man. Love him to bits.
He's all right, Andy. The other one is that basically I must be the best buyer of all time.
Yeah, Chris. Rob Cat subscribed to you.
Yeah, Rob Cat.
Thank you, Rob Cat. Really do appreciate it, Rob. Fantastic. Love you to bits, man. Thank you for that.
He's just subscribed to me as well. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, Rob.
He's got to find me.
Yeah, so I think it's time to wrap things up. Guys, if you've enjoyed the video, come and give this a like and subscribe, and then I don't have to tag you everywhere so you know it's happening. You'll know it's happening because it'll be on your YouTube feed. Thank you to all of you in the audience for joining in tonight. I hope we've given you some good news, because the prizes on the fundraiser fantastic.
Yeah.
And hopefully offering 5 or 6 prizes, there's going to be lots of winners. We'll if you win, we'll sort the postage out and send it to you.
Yeah,
no matter where you are, anywhere in the world is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you win the Super Pocket and you're in the middle of Thailand, then that's where we're paying for it to go, basically. But
yeah, we're literally all us three are fly to Thailand for you.
Oh, I don't think we're raising enough for that, Tony.
It's just try and find a Thai bride, yeah.
Because of your support, we definitely cover the postage. You know, we're not here to make money. It's awareness of the
Thank you, Rob.
of the charity. So yes, we're well, me myself, I will definitely cover the postage, and I'm sure these two lovely gents will.
Yeah, no worries. We can cover postage, whatever it gets to a stage we'll cover postage. Because I've still got the box of that thing. So yeah, that one.
Thank you, Rob. I really do appreciate it, mate. I really do. I'm builds me up. Thanks, Rob.
So, thank you, audience. Thank you to you two wonderful gentlemen.
And thank you, Roger, for your hosting. That was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, Roger's a good host, especially when he sits in that chair. He's the boss, isn't he? Look.
he looks like a boss, doesn't he? You can't mess with Roger. He
looks like a member of the mafia. I'm waiting for the cigar to turn up.
Yeah, I'm not a member of the mafia. Trust me. I do like the mafia games though on the consoles. Like I said, thank you for watching. Keep an eye on the latest updates. I'll be putting the post up on the Facebook Hub group very shortly. I've shared that one already. I think have I shared that one already?
That's from Rob. Yeah. Oh, Steve. Thanks, Steve.
Are you
yeah,
Chris?
Steve. Yeah, I know Steve well. He's a lovely man as well.
Yeah, he's great chap.
Bits. He sends me nice messages. So thank you very much, Steve. Really do appreciate it.
Like I said, hope you enjoyed the show.
Looking for Tony. And, Steve, you want to know it's Tony Tech Powell if you're looking for me. No, Wayne, thank you.
Oh, hold on. I think there's a link here somewhere, Tony. Just give me a second and I'll just show it on the screen quickly before we go.
Looking for me.
But we've got time for that.
Yeah, we've got time. Just about.
Yeah, we've got time for that. Yeah, of course we have.
Steve's a good man. I've known Steve a while now. He's very supportive. Sends me lovely messages. So thank you very much, Steve.
There you go. Tony Tech Powell at YouTube.
I'm alive somewhere.
Where Tony shows you all his latest stuff. PS4 and everything. Saturn, Xbox, lots of Xbox. I don't have an Xbox One, and I sat through that episode and watched all your Xbox One games.
My Xbox One games, they're kind of mad, mate.
My Xbox One games went that way to Chris.
Yes, they did, didn't they, Roger?
Yeah.
Your lovely children, and I'll tell you what, I'm so gobsmacked at your lovely children, sent me, Tony, a Xbox One. So I really do appreciate it. And Roger, just to let you know, it was sold. So thank you very much to your children for that.
I hope you got disk drive working well, Chris.
Yes, yeah. It was only the belt, the little belt on it, it's a little rubber belt.
That's the one.
Cost me 3p.
3p for a belt just to make it work. Can't complain, can you? No, I really can't.
You've got a lovely family, Roger. Love them to bits. I really do. You know, I'm getting to know Katie now. I'm getting to know Katie now, and she's a lovely girl.
Crazy.
Right. I'm going to sign off. I've got puppies to look after because if you've been following me on Facebook, you know my dog's just had 8 puppies.
Roger, you do have to look after your puppies.
I do. So we'll see you for the next update because the next update we should have started the event by then, and we'll reveal all the dates and how long we're running for and
Yep.
Everything over on the fans
Yep.
group have for Evercade.
Okay.
I'll see you there.
Thank you very much, Roger, for doing this. Really do appreciate it. You're a great
See you
host.
soon.
And Tony, I will see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow, Chris.
Take care, everybody. Bye.
Happy Christmas. Bye.
Thank you. You've been a wonderful audience and guests.